Hello and welcome into today's edition of the Arizona State Sun Devils Insider Podcast. My name is Kevin Hicks and I'm the lead beat writer for Arizona State Sun Devils on SI, and I will be joining you today as I have every day for the last 2 months and every day moving forward. We are now just 44 days out from football season. 43 days when this comes out tomorrow. Arizona State football starts on August 30th, the season kickoff against Northern Arizona. A rare Saturday night game for the opening match of the season. Should be an absolute treat to watch. The Sun Devils will likely come into the season ranked inside the top 15 of the AP poll. Kenny Dillingham has returned 17 starting players, returned every single coach from last season's coaching staff. And the internal development is going to be no joke. The transfers coming in, no joke. This team is legit, and they are positioned to win the Big 12 yet again. I'm so honored to cover this team. Before we start today's episode, though, I just want to thank you all for the support, and please follow me on X/Twitter at KHicks_21 if you get the opportunity to do so after this video. And let's get started. So, for today's episode, I kind of wanted to touch on Arizona State's viability as a national championship contender, as a team that can win a playoff game or multiple playoff games now and in the future. So, I ran into an article on CBS Sports by Bud Elliott where it essentially broke down what the blue chip ratio rule is. So, this is a rule that has been implemented over the last roughly 15 years or so. And the rule states as such that to win the national championship, college football teams need to sign more 4 and 5 star recruits than 2 and 3 star players over the previous 4 recruiting classes. So the notion that high end talent wins championships typically does reign true. Yeah, that's it. That's the threshold. And here's more. This is held true for every modern national champion, and while recruiting rankings aren't perfect, they are extremely effective, especially when taken in the aggregate. And they are only getting better with the advancements in technology and data. A decade ago, for instance, it was not uncommon for about half of first-round picks to have been 4 or 5 stars. Now it's routinely 80+%. So yeah, 4 and 5 stars, the tracking period for 4 and 5 star recruits have gotten a lot better. A lot of the players that are labeled as 4 and 5 star recruits end up being very, very good NFL players and very high draft picks. There's not a lot of denying that. So it's very, very possible that Arizona State is going to have to find a way under Kenny Dillingham to recruit more of these All-American level players, these Player of the Year and state level players, to get to this level. But they're doing a mighty fine job of winning in the Big 12. It seems as if they are right now with transfer players, with 2, 3, 4 star recruits that are coming in rather unheralded positions. CJ Fight was a 3-star recruit, and now he could be a high NFL draft pick. So it really is still an inexact science. It's getting better, but the way roster talent can only get you so far. It's also coaching, it's situational stuff such as injuries, it's how players develop and advance, it's how you run rotations within your defense. There's so many other factors than just raw roster talent. But yeah, let's take a look at the 18 teams that have more 4 and 5 star recruits on their roster compared to 2 and 3 star recruits. So let's see. We got Alabama, we got Ohio State, we got Georgia, we got Texas A&M, we got Oregon, we got Texas, we got LSU, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, Penn State, Miami, Florida, Auburn, Michigan, USC, Clemson, Tennessee, and Florida State. And there are chances that other SEC schools make that cut starting next year. Possibly South Carolina, possibly Ole Miss. And it looks like no other school is routinely or even close to making the cut. So, yeah, the Big 12 is in a rough spot right now when it comes to recruiting. Arizona State doesn't come close, obviously, because even in the 2023 and 2024 classes under Kenny Dillingham, they were rather subdued. Like I said, there was a lot of players that were pretty underrated and have turned into special talents. Can Arizona State hang with these programs? I feel very, very confident saying that Arizona State in 2025 can hang with virtually any of these teams on the list. Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, those teams might be a little tough to hang with, but the Texas A&Ms of the world, the Oklahomas of the world, the Miamis of the world, Auburn, Tennessee, Florida State, Arizona State can hang with these teams. It doesn't really matter that the rosters are comprised of 4 and 5 star talents. Jordan Tyson has developed into a first round talent. Sam Levitt probably going to end up being a first round pick, even if his draft grade doesn't really line up as a first round talent. The quarterback need, but even then, I believe that Levitt is a first round talent. So we'll see how things transpire. CJ Fight, like I mentioned, all second team all Big 12 a year ago. He is absolutely a game wrecker, and it seems like it's only up from here. Ben Coleman, potential NFL draft prospect. Shimon Mateer, all Big 12 contender. He's very, very solid as a security blanket in the red zone. Arizona State has the talent to hang with these teams. And while I do not believe that they have a very realistic path to the national title, let's just say for the fun of this exercise that Arizona State gets the number 10 seed in the college football playoff come December. Let's say they play the 7th seed Notre Dame. Let's say they win that game. Well, then you're probably going to play Ohio State. You're probably going to play in Alabama. You're probably going to play in Oregon, one of those teams. And while there's potential there to compete with them, would they actually finish the job? I'm not so sure. But we're also looking to the future. Arizona State can be a national championship contender as long as Kenny Dillingham is around. It's just that Dillingham, his coaching staff, Graham Rossini, the athletic director, all have to play the cards right. They all have to continue to keep fan support at a high that we haven't seen in decades. They're going to have to continue to work on the NIL efforts. They're going to have to utilize the new revenue share model in a correct manner and in as effective a manner as they possibly can. And they're going to have to continue to build up the track record because the track record looks great right now with Levitt, with Tyson, with the running backs from Kansas-Scatteraboo to X-Validate to E.O. Benjamin. There is a lot to like about this Arizona State program, the way it's heading. Sean Aguano, like I said, just talking about the running backs. Noah Roberts, a 4-star running back out of Basha High, local player. He already reportedly runs under a 40-yard dash. He is considering Arizona State, and when players like that caliber look at what's going on in Tempe, they're drawn to it. Let's see if the coaching staff can seal the deal on a lot of these blue chip recruits. Let's see if the high-level talent continues to be high-level talent once they get to Tempe, once they get to Arizona State campus, and let's see if they can continue to develop the under-heralded players as well. But the sky is the ceiling, the sky's the limit for Arizona State. That is absolutely a belief of mine from a neutral perspective. Kenny Dillingham has really built something special, and I believe it is sustainable. So there's a lot to look forward to if you're an Arizona State fan. All right, thank you so much for tuning in today. It's been a pleasure to talk about the vitality of Arizona State as a potential powerhouse moving forward. And thank you so much for the support once again today. I'll see you tomorrow.